Hi, everyone. How are you? Hope you are well. This is the Love and Money Show. So, as far as the stocks go, you know that the tech stocks have been having a hard time because of everything that's going on with inflation, the recession, and then the media. Um, there's a shakeup with Twitter, Tesla. So, the media affects what's going on in the stock market. And then the stock market itself has a beat down going on because of the feds. They keep increasing the interest rates. However, in spite of everything that is going on, inflation, talks of recession, talks of the beating down of the tech stocks and the stock market in general, the beat down of Tesla, Twitter. In spite of all of this, guess who is performing well? Apple. Apple is doing very well. Why is this important? As an investor, you keep an eye out on companies that are doing well because your goal is to invest in companies that are performing well as an investor. So keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational, informational purposes only. But if you look at a stock like Apple, it is doing extremely well in spite of everything that's going on in the world. Like calamity is going on all over the world. However, Apple is prospering just like righteous people prosper. So, Apple, their sales, $90 billion during the fiscal fourth quarter. That's $90 billion. It is up 8% from the same period last year. So Apple is doing very well. Their profits is 20.7 billion. Profits 20.7 billion. And this is under 1% of what they performed last year. Meaning this 20.7 billion is not a one-time thing. This is something they're used to doing year after year after year after year. So this profit of $20.7 billion is just under 1% of their performance a year ago. So Apple, they have paid subscriptions, Apple TV and Apple Music. So some people are paid subscribers and they watch television on their phone and they listen to music on their phone that they are buying, like paid subscriptions. So Apple received $19.2 billion in sales from these subscriptions, which is an increase of 5% from the last years. So Apple has 900 million paid subscriptions. So there are 900 million people that are subscribed to Apple in one form or another. This is up 155 million from a year ago. So, regardless of all of this profit that Apple is experiencing, guess what Apple plans to do? Apple plans to raise their prices. So they are raising prices for their music and their TV streaming services. So Apple is doing very well compared to the other tech companies and compared to the stock market in general. They do expect that year over year revenue growth will decelerate in December in comparison to September because the demand for the new phone is weaker than what they had expected. So, as you know, Apple has this history of coming out with a new phone. So first we have this version. Now we're going to come out with this version. Now we're going to do this version. So now we're up to what is called the 14, which is the latest. So the demand that they are seeing is not where they expect it to be, as far as people running out to go buy the newest and latest iPhone. However, Apple is still doing very well compared to their other tech companies that are out here. So, why is this important? So, again, as an investor, you want to keep your ears and eyes open for companies that perform well. Now, of course, this is something that you cannot predict. So, it isn't necessarily advisable to always go with single stocks. You can do single stocks. However, the majority of your investing should be in a fund where there are a collection of stocks. So you have your single stock over here, and you have a collection of stocks. So this collection is safer than this single. So if you were to have all of your money in this single, if anything were to happen with this single company, if this company was in trouble for whatever reason, and you had all your money in this single company, and the company went bankrupt, you would lose all your money. That is why this is safer to be in this collection, this bunch of stocks. However, you can do this single for fun. Some people have earned a whole lot of money by being in single stocks. So it's not something that you avoid and stay away from. You're just careful as far as diversifying. You have money here, and then here you have money that you're willing to lose because you don't know if this is going to be a winner forever or if this company will go bankrupt one day. However, people have invested in single stocks and have done very well. One example of that is Amazon. When Amazon was first developing and nobody really believed in the company, people who threw money into Amazon when it was initially starting are very happy now and made a boatload of money. So say for example, when Amazon was first starting, people who threw in like around maybe $1,000, $5,000 saw their money grow to $200,000. So single stocks, they can be very, very profitable, have very high growth, but there is that risk factor there. So the choice is, are you going to take a risk or not? Are you going to take a risk of your $1,000 growing to 200,000? Because the other side of that risk is losing the $1,000 if the company were to go bankrupt. So it's a good idea to be in this group of stocks and have a little money here in these single stocks because they do make people fortunes. So I just thought I'd chime in and let you know what is going on with Apple. Um, Apple is doing very well in spite of everything that is going on in the world. So this is the Love and Money Show. If you like the show, please hit the like button. It helps the channel. If you're not a subscriber, please hit subscribe and the notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. You're subscribing for business ideals. I bring people onto the show and I interview them. They are people that have successful businesses and they come share ideals with you. These people are millionaires, multimillionaires, or entrepreneurs. So hit the subscribe button so that you will see those interviews when I bring them on. Thank you for watching and have a good rest of your night.